Tole barattoota qaqqaalii baga nagaan gara Aliyi Saayinsii YouTube chaanaalitti nagaan dhuftanii har'as barnoota bu'uura economics yookiin basic economics irraa boqonnaa tokko haga sadii irraa gaafilee qormaataa 100 deebii fi ibsa gahaa isaanii wajjin tutorialii afaan Oromootiin qabadhee isiniif dhiyaadhee jira. So our today's tutorial is on basic economics 100 exam question with answer and also with explanation from unit 1 to unit 3 or 100 multiple choice question 100 basic economics on basic economics tutorial in Afan Oromo. So don't forget your video kan ilaaltan VPN banatani ilaaluu dagatina. VPN banatani gaafa ilaaltan video quality qabu ka sirriitti isin mul'atu waan argattani VPN banatani akka ilaaltan asumaan farraqoti. Akkasuma Aliyi Saayinsii YouTube channel video kana like subscribe gochuun Aliyi Saayinsii YouTube cinaa dhaabbadha gaafa like subscribe gootan wanta angale lakkisu dafee waan isin bira ga'uuf like subscribe gochuun akkasuma hiriyoota keessaniifis share gochuun dagatina. Gaafa like subscribe gootan wanta angale lakkisu daqiiqaa yookiin sekondi muraasa keessatti waan isin bira ga'uuf like subscribe gochuun akkasuma hiriyoota keessaniifis share gochuun dagatina. Har'a kan laallu boqonnaa tokko haga sadii irraa gaafilee qormaataa 100 ibsa gahaa wajjin barnoonni kun barattoota degree jalqaban irraa erga freshman xumuranii kan baratan waan ta'eef Aliyi Saayinsii YouTube like subscribe gochuun cinaa dhaabbadha. So let us start our tutorial 100 exam question from basic economics of unit 1 to unit 3. 100 multiple choice question from basic economics unit 1 to unit 3 from unit 1 to unit 3 along with their answer and explanation. Choose the best answer for the question from the given alternative. Filan nuti kan namiraton daawdan akkaataa gaafatamde filan deebii sirriitti filadhu jedha. Gaafilee kana kan dhiyeesse basic economics irraa boqonnaa tokko haga sadii irraa gaafilee qormaataa 100 deebii isaanii wajjin filan akkasuma ibsa gahaa isaanii wajjin isin dhiyeesseera. So let us start. Question number 1. What is the study of how individuals and the society make decisions about ways to use scarce resources to fulfill unlimited human wants? Kan armaan gadii keessa kan waa'ee qabeenya daangaa ta'e fedhii nama tokko yookiin ammoo hawaasa tokko ka daangaa hin qabne guutuudhaaf waa'ee isaanii kan qoratu kam jedha. So that should be A. Economics. Means that economics deals with how individuals and the society allocate scarce resources to meet their unlimited wants. Kanaafuu economicsiin waa'ee dinagdee fedhii uummata daangaa hin qabne qabeenya daangaa ta'e ittiin fedhii kana guutuudhaaf waa'ee kanaa kan qoratu economicsiidha jedhama jechuudha. Question number 2. Which of the following is the central aim of economics? Gaafa lamaffaan kanneen armaan gadii keessaa jiddugala kaayyoo barnoota economics kan ta'e kam jedha. So that should be B. To efficiently use scarce resource. Qabeenya daangaa ta'e yookiin qabeenya dhumachuu danda'u fayyadamuu kan jedhudha. So means the main aim of economics is to use limited resource in most efficient way possible to maximize satisfaction. Question number 3. Which of the following is considered as scarce resource? Kan gaaf sadaffaan kanneen armaan gadii keessaa qabeenya dhumachuu danda'u yookiin qabeenya daangaa kan ta'e kam jedha. So that should be C. Land. Yoo lafa ta'a jechuudha. Means that land along with labor, capital and entrepreneurship is scarce economic resource. Kanneen akka lafaa humna namaa kaapitaalaa fi akkasuma entrepreneurship kanneen jennuun qabeenya economicsii daangaa ta'anidha jechuudha. Question number 4. What is the best alternative for gun when making decision about choice is nowadays? Namoonni yeroo filannoo yookiin waa'ee tokko waan tokko bituudhaaf filannoo gaggeessan wanti isaan jalqaba irratti yookiin akka alternative yookiin ammoo akka filannootti wanti isaan gochuu qaban innis sirriitti filataman kam jedha. So that should be B. Opportunity cost. Means that opportunity cost is the value of next best alternative that is forgone when a decision is made. Question number 5. In economics, what is the meant by term marginal? Economics keessatti jechi terminal jedhu maal jechuudha jedha. So that should be D. Additional. marginal jechuun economics keessatti dabalata jechuudha. Wantoota dabalata namni tokko bitatu yookiin ammoo wantoota dabalata namni tokko baasii irra baasu jechuudha. Means that marginal refers to the additional or extra amount such as marginal cost or marginal benefit. Question number 6. Which of the following is the main focus of microeconomics? Gaafi Japan kanneen armaan gadii keessaa kaayyoo jalqabaa microeconomics yookiin wanti microeconomicsiin MI irratti microeconomicsiin kun xiyyeeffannaa irra hojjetu kan ta'e kami jedha. So that should be C, individual economic units. Means that microeconomics is study the behavior and the decision of individuals economic units such as consumers and firms. Question number 7. What is the main problem of that economics says to address? Gaafi torbafaan rakkoon guddaan economics furuudhaaf hojjetu isaan armaan gadii keessaa kami jedha. So that should be A, scarcity of resource. Qabeenyi daanga'aa ta'uu kana furuudhaaf economics sirriitti hojjetaa jiru. Means that economics seeks to address the problem of limited resource and how to allocate them efficiently. Question number 8. From the following, who is considered as the father of modern economics? Gaafa saddeettaffaan kanneen armaan gadii keessaa saayintistii yookiin abbaa diinagdee ammayyaa yookiin modern economics kan ta'e kami jedha. So that should be C, Adam Smith. Means that Adam Smith is often regarded as a father of modern economics, known for his work, The Wealth of Nation. Question number 9. What does the production possibility frontier illustrate? Possibility production frontier kan jedhu kun maal agarsiisedha? So that should be D, the maximum combination of goods and service. Means that the possibility frontier, possibility frontier shows or illustrates the maximum output of combination of goods and service that can be produced with available resource and possible for an economy given it is resource and technology. Question number 10. What is the term for additional satisfaction or utility gained from consuming one more unit of a goods and service? Tajaajilli namni tokko dabalataan meeshaalee garaagaraa irraa argatu yookiin ammoo tajaajilaa fi kennaa yookiin dalagaa tokko irraa argatu dabalataan hojii tokko irraa argatu maal jedhamuun beekama jedha. So that should be B, marginal utility. Means that marginal utility is refers to additional satisfaction gained from consuming an extra unit of goods and service. Kanaafuu tajaajila yookiin ammoo kenna namni tokko dabalataan mi'a tokko irraa argatu satisfaction inni dabalataan argatu marginal utility jedhamuudhaan beekama jechuudha. Question number 11. Which economic system is based on supply and demand with little or no government intervention? Sirna economic yookiin dinagdee kam keessatti dhiyeessii fi fedhii irratti kan hundaa'ee fi jiddiseenummaan mootummaa xiqqaa kan ta'e yookiin ammoo kan hin jirre gabayaa yookiin sirna dinagdee kam keessattidha. So that should be A, market economy. Means that a market economy relies on supply and demand to allocate resource with minimal government intervention. Question number 12. In economics, what is the term for situations where quantity demand equals the quantity supply? Dinagdee keessatti haala baay'ini gaafatamee fi baay'ini dhiyaate walqixa kan ta'u yoo ta'e jechi kun jecha maaliin ibsamadha? So that should be C, equilibrium. Equilibrium occurs when the quantity demanded equals the quantity supplied, resulting in stable market. Kanaafuu dhiyeessii fi fedhiin kan wal qixxaawu yoo ta'e equilibrium jedhamuun beekamaa jechuudha sirna gabaa keessatti. Question number 13. Which of the following is not factor production? Kanneen armaan gadii keessaa isa kamtu sababa oomishaa kan hin taane kami jedha? So that should be D, money. The factor of production include land, labor, capital and entrepreneurship. Factoronni oomisha kanneen jennuuni lafa, humna namaa, capital fi entrepreneurship dha. Qarshiin garuu factory production itimite jechuudha. Medium of exchange jedhamuudhaan beekamaa jechuudha qarshiin. Question number 4. Which of the following is common characteristics of monopoly? Gaafi kudha afurfaan kan armaan gadi keessaa amala waligala monopoly kan ta'e isa kam jedha. So that should be one firm controlling the entire market. Gabaa tokko keessa miini tokko guutuu gamaa isaanii kan to'atu yoo ta'e inni kun monopoly market jedhamuun beekamaa jechuudha. In a monopoly market, a single firm dominates the market and it is a sole provider for particular goods or service. Question number 15. Which of the following is the role of central bank in economy? Kana armaan gadi keessa gahee baankii jiddu galeessaa dinagdee tokko keessatti kan qabu kan ta'e kam jedha. So that should be D, to regulate bank system. Means that the central bank manages a country's monetary policy, regulating bank system and also control money supply. Question number 16. Which one of the following is primary goal of fiscal policy? Kan armaan gadi keessa galmi inni jalqabaa imaammata finance kan ta'e isa kam jedha. Galma jalqabaa finance kan ta'e kam jedha. So that should be C, to achieve economic growth. Means that the fiscal policy aims to influence economic activity, promoting growth and maintaining stability through government spending and taxation. Question number 17. What does the term inflation refers to in economics definition? Jechi qaala'insa jireenyaa jedhu hiika dinagdee keessatti maal agarsiisa jedha. So that should be increasing in overall level of price. Means that inflation is the sustained increase in general price level of goods and service in economic over time. Kanaafuu yeroodhaa yerootti haalli meeshaan gabayaa yeroodhaa yerootti hundi meeshaan gabaa keessa hundi dabalaa kan deemu ta'e kun qaala'insa jireenyaa jedhamuudhaan beekama jechuudha sirna dinagdee keessatti. Question number 18. Which of the following is the meaning of economic efficiency? Kanneen armaan gadi keessaa hiika ga'umsa dinagdee kan ta'e isa kam jedha. So that should be C, increasing government spending. Means that economic efficiency involves production of maximum possible output with available resource. So that should be B, maximizing output with a given resource. So the answer should be B, perfectly, maximum output in a given resource. Question number 19. Blank space is a framework developed to explain observed phenomena based on a set of basic rules and assumptions. Gaafi kudha salafaa inni bakka duwwaan tuuta seeraa fi tilmaama bu'uura irratti hundaa'uudhaan taateewwan ilaalaman ibsuuf bu'uura qophaa'eedha. So that should be a theory. Means that a theory in economics is a framework developed to explain observed phenomena based on the set of basic rules and assumptions. Question number 20. What does a theory help us to understand in economics? Economics keessatti theory'n tokko dinagdee tokko keessatti maal hubachuuf nu gargaara jedha. So that should be B, cause and effect relationship. Means that in economics, theory helps us to understand the relationship between cause and effect. Kanaafuu economics keessatti faayidaan theory cause fi effect akka barruu nu gargaara jechuudha. Question number 21. Which one of the following, known as a simplified representation of real situation created using meaningful and consistent assumptions? Kan armaan gadi keessa bakka bu'insa salphaa haala dhugaa jedhamuun kan beekamu tilmaama hiika qabuu fi akkasuma wal fakkaatu fayyadamuun kan uumame isa kam jedha. So that should be A, economic models. Means that economic models are simplified representation of real situation created using meaningful and consistent assumption. Question number 22. On which one of the following economic models are evaluated? Modelota dinagdee armaan gadii keessaa isa kam irratti hundaa'uudhaan moodeliin tokko madaalamadha. So that should be based on predictive accuracy. Means that economic models are evaluated based on assumptions, generality, simplicity, and how well they predicted accuracy or phenomena. Question number 23. What is the major problem caused by scarcity in economics? Rakko guddaan hanqina dinagdee dhufu economics keessatti maal jedhamuun beekamadha. So that should be C. What, how, and for whom to produce. Means that scarcity of resource creates a major economic problems of what, how, and for whom to produce. Question number 24. Which of the following is primary focuses of positive economics? Kanneen armaan gadii keessaa xiyyeeffannoo jalqabaa diinagdee positivii kan ta'e isa kami jedha. So that should be D. Specific statement that is verified. Means that positive economics deals with specific statement that are capable of verification by reference to facts. Question number 25. Which of the following approach involves value, judgments, and opinions? Mala armaan gadii keessaa murtii gatii fi yaada kan of keessaa qabu isa kami jedha. So the answer should be normative economics. Means that normative economics involves someone's opinion or value judgment about an economic issue. Question number 26. Which one of the following explain what the theory of demand state? Kanneen armaan gadii keessaa isa kamtu theory haala gaafii maal akka ta'e ibsu isa kam jedha. So the answer should be C. When price increase, quantity demand decrease. Means that the theory of demand states that all else being equal, when the price product increase, the quantity demand decrease. Question number 27. Which approach deals with the what is, what was, and what will be? Gaafi deddeebiin torbaffaan mala kamtu maaltu akka jiru, maal akka turee fi maaltu akka ta'uu qabu approachin qoratu isa kam jedha. So that should be A. Positive economics. Means that positive economics provides statement about what is, what was, or what will be rather than what should be. Question number 28. Which one of the following the primary focuses of microeconomics? Xiyyeeffannoowwan jalqaba dinagdee micro kan ta'e kanneen armaan gadii keessaa isa kam jedha. So that should be B. The study of economic as a whole. Akkuma walii galatti waa'ee economics kan qoratu microeconomics jedhama jechuudha. MA irra kaka'u kana jechuudha. Means that microeconomics examine the economy as a whole, including total saving, investment, and employment. Question number 29. What does the theory consumer choice assume about consumer? Theorin filannoo fayyadama waa'ee fayyadama kan ibsu isa kam jedha. So the answer should be B. The consumer is rational to maximize satisfaction. Means that the theory assumes that consumer makes choice to maximize their levels of satisfaction in rational manner. Question number 30. What are the two approaches to analyze consumer decision making? Murteen fayyadamtoota xinxaluuf malawan lamaan fayyadamu isaan kamedha. So that should be A. Cardinal and ordinal utility approaches. Means that the two approaches to analyze consumer decision making are cardinal and ordinal utility approaches. Question number 31. Which approach assume that utility is measurable like money or commodity? Faayidaan akka maallaqaa yookiin meeshaa safaramu danda'an jedhee yookiin ammoo safaramuu danda'an jedhee fudhatu isaan armaan gadi approach armaan gadi keessaa isa kam jedha. So that should be B. Cardinal utility approach. Means that the cardinal utility approach assumes that utility or satisfaction of each commodity is measurable. So money is the most convenient measurement of utility. Question number 32. Which of the following is concept of utility in economics? Yaadrimee faayidaa dinagdee keessatti jedhu kanneen armaan gadii keessaa isa kam jedha. So the answer should be D. The satisfaction obtained from commodity. Means that utility refers to satisfaction or enjoyment derived from consumption, the consumption of good or service. Question number 33. Which one of the following is strict preference in consumer behavior? Kanneen armaan gadii keessaa amala fayyadamtoota keessatti filannoo cimaa kan ta'e isa kam jedha. So that should be A. Choosing one bundle over another. So strict preference means that consumer definitely prefers one bundle over another. Question number 34. Blank space is refers to consumer prefers basket A to basket B and the basket C. Then the consumer also prefers A to C. Bakka duwwaa jechuun fayyadama tokko basketii A irraa gara B, B irraa gara C filachuu kan danda'u yookiin walumaa galatti A haga caa filachuu kan danda'u maal jedhamuun beekamaadha yookiin bakka duwwaan kun maal jedhamuun beekamaadha. So that should be C. Transitivity. Means that transitivity is refers to the consumer prefers basket A to basket B and to basket C. Then consumer also prefer A to C basket. Question number 35. What happens to marginal utility according to law of diminishing marginal utility? Akka seera fayyadama marginal hir'achaa jirutti yookiin diminishing law of marginal utility marginal jechuun marginaliin maal ta'a jedha akka seera kanatti. So that should be D. It decreases. Means that according to law of marginal utility decrease as quantity consumed of commodity increase. Question number 36. What is equilibrium condition for consumer consuming single good? Fayyadama meeshaa tokko fayyadamuuf haalli wal madaalummaa qabu yookiin wal madaalawaa agarsiisu isa armaan gadii keessatti kam jedha. So that should be C. Marginal utility of X is equal to marginal utility of product. It means that the equilibrium condition occurs when marginal utility of goods is equal to its market price. Question number 37. What is the assumption of rationality of consumer in cardinal utility theory? Tilmaamni rationality consumer theory faayidaan cardinal keessatti qabu maali jedha. So that should be B. Consumers aims to maximize their satisfaction. Means that the assumption is that consumers are rational and aim to maximize their satisfaction given their limited budget or income. Question number 38. Which one of the following is refers to total satisfaction a consumer gets from consuming a specific quantity of a commodity? Kana armaan gadii keessaa kamtu itti quufinsa waliigala fayyadamaan tokko meeshaa tokko hamma murtaa'e fayyadamuudhaan argatu kan agarsiisu isa kam jedha. So that should be B. Total utility. Means that total utility refers to the total satisfaction a consumer gets from consuming a specific quantity of a commodity. Question number 39. What does the constant marginal utility of money mean in cardinal utility theory? Theory fayyadama cardinal keessatti faayidaan mallaqaa dhaabbataa jechuun faayidaa mallaqaa dhaabbataa jechuun maal jechuudha. So that should be B. Money utility remains constant regardless income. Means that this assumption means that the utility derived from money does not change with the level of income. Money utility remains constant regardless income. Question number 40. Which of the following is the main objective of consumer according to the theory of consumer behavior? Gaafa hortamaffaan kanneen armaan gadii keessa akka yaada amala fayyadamaatti kaayyoon fayyadamaa tokko inni guddaan isa kam jedha akka consumer behavioritti. So that should be A. To maximize utility. Means that the main objective is to maximize the level of satisfaction or utility in consumer behavior. Question number 41. What does the term more is better than less imply in economic in consumer behavior? Okay. Gaafa afartan tokkoffaan jechi xiqqaa caalaa baay'ee wayya jedhu amala fayyadamtoota keessatti maal agarsiisadha? So that should be the consumer prefer more of any goods to less. Means that it implies that consumer always prefer having more of a good to less consuming good is desirable. Question number 42. What is the weak preference in consumer behavior? Gaafa bila mafan akka amala fayyadamtootaatti keessatti filannoo dadhabaan jechuun maal jechuudha? So that should be a indifference between two bundles. Means that weak preference means that consumer is indifferent between two bundles. Question number 43. What does utility is subjective mean? Fayyadama subjective jechuun maal jechuudha? So that should be B. Utility varies from person to person. Means that subjective utility means that the level of satisfaction derived from the product can be different between individuals. Question number 44. Which of the following is purpose of measuring utility in economics? Gaafa afraffaan kaayyoon faayidaa dinagdee keessatti safaruu qabu kan armaan gadii keessaa kam jedha? So that should be D. To understand consumer preference. Means that measuring utility helps us to helps economists understand consumer satisfaction and preference, which in turn influences demand. Question number 45. What is the relationship between total utility and marginal utility? Gaafa afurtamii shanaffaan hariiroon faayidaa waliigalaa fi faayidaa marginal jidduu jiru maal jedha? So that should be A. Marginal utility is derivative of total utility. Means that marginal utility is the additional utility to obtain from consuming an extra unit of a good and it is slope of total utility curve. Question number 46. Which one of the following is represent utility function of a consumer? Gaafa afurtamii jaffaan kan armaan gadii keessaa isa kamtu dalaggaa faayidaa fayyadama bakka bu'aa kan jedha? So that should be C. A function representing consumer preference. Means that the total the utility function represents consumer preference and the satisfaction obtained from consuming different quantity of goods. Question number 47. Which of the following is a necessary condition for maximizing utility? Kan armaan gadii keessaa faayidaa guddisuuf haalli barbaachisaan isa kam jedha? So that should be D. Marginal utility per price is equal for all goods. Means that utility is maximized when marginal utility of a commodity divided by its price. It is equal for all commodity. Question number 48. Which of the following is purpose of cardinal utility approach? Gaafa afurtamii saddeettaffaan kanneen armaan gadii keessaa faayidaa cardinal utility approach yookiin kaayyoo mala fayyadama cardinal utility kan ta'e kam jedha? So that should be B. To measure utility in absolute terms. Means that the cardinal utility approach assumes that utility can be measured in absolute terms like weight or money using units called utils. Question number 49. What does marginal rate substitution measures? Sadarkaan bakka bu'insa marginal rate substitution maal safara'edha? So that should be D. The number of units of one commodity. Means that the marginal rate of substitution measures the number of units of one commodity that must be given up to obtain more of another commodity while maintaining the same level of satisfaction. Question number 50. Which of the following curve showing various combination of two goods that provide the same level of satisfaction? Gaafa shantamaffaan karbii armaan gadii keessaa combination adda addaa meeshaalee lama sadarkaa itti quunfinsa wal fakkaataa kanneen agarsiisu isa kam jedha? So that should be A. Indifference curve. Means that an indifference curve represents combination of two goodies that yield the same utility to consumer. Question number 51. Why do indifference curve have negative slope? Indifference curve malif slope in malif negative qabatara. So that should be D, because the total utility of the consumer remain constant. Means that the indifference curve are negatively sloped because the total utility of consumer remain constant, or to maintain the same level of satisfaction, an increase in one commodity must be accompanied by a decrease in another. Question number 52. What does it mean for indifference curve to be concave to the origin as we move along the curve? Yero indifference curve irra sochonu كأمسا وكين origin سارت concave curve وما كم مالف جرام. So that should be A. The slope of indifference curve decreases. Means that indifference curve to be concave to the origin means that the slope of indifference curve decreases as we move along the curve. Question number 53. A line showing various combination of two goodies that the same or that the consumer can afford with a given income and price is called. Yero meeshaaleen nu fayyadamnu lamaan combination lamaan isaan agarsiisan various combination kan jiraatu sarara tokko jidduu keessatti asirra consumerin kan argatu galii kan argatu fi akkasuma baasii kan baasu maal jedhamadha. So that should be A. Budget line. Means that the budget line represents all possible combination of two goodies that consumer can purchase a given their income and the price of a goods. Kanachun sarara budgetachun namni tokko galii inni argaturraa wanti inni kan mootummaadhaaf kaffalu deebiin sun sarara budgetaa innaan jechuudha. Question number 54. What does the slope of budget line represent? Dhulli yookiin slopein sarara budgetaa maal bakka bu'a jedha. So that should be B. The ratio of price of two goodies. Means that the slope of budget line represents the ratio of the price of two goodies, or the rate at which one good can be exchanged for another, which is ratio of their prices. Question number 55. What is the relationship between marginal utility and marginal ratio substitution? Hariiroon marginal utility fi marginal rate of substitution jidduu jiru maal jedha. So that should be C. Marginal rate of substitution is a ratio of marginal utility of X to marginal utility of Y. Means that the marginal rate of substitution is related to the marginal utility of two goodies, or marginal utility of X and Y, or the ratio, which by formula marginal rate of substitution of X and Y is equal to marginal utility of X over marginal utility of Y. Question number 56. Which of the following is the shape of indifference curve for perfect substitution? Perfect substitution keessatti indifference curve shape akkamii qabaatadha. So that should be C. Straight lines. Means that for perfect substitution, indifference curve are straight lines with a negative slope indicating a constant rate of substitution. Question number 57. What is a consumer equilibrium in the context of indifference curves and budget line? Indifference curve fi budget line keessatti consumer equilibrium maalidha jedha. So that should be A. The point where budget line and indifference curve are tangent. Means that consumer equilibrium kan jennuun iddoon sararri budgetaatii fi indifference curve irratti tangent ta'an yookiin ammoo high level of satisfaction iddoo agarsiisan consumer equilibrium jennaan jechuudha. Question number 58. Which of the following are property of indifference curve? Kan armaan gadii keessaa amala indifference curve kan ta'e kam jedhama. So that should be A. They are negatively sloped and do not intercept each other. Means that indifference curve are negatively sloped and do not intercept, as this would contradict the consistency of consumer preference. Question number 59. What happens to indifference curve if one of goodies is useless? Yeroo meeshaan tokko hojiin ala ta'u sararri indifference curve maal ta'a jedha. So that should be A. It becomes vertical. Means that if one of the goodies are is useless, the indifference curve will become vertical, indicating that only useful goods contribute to the consumer satisfaction. Question number 60. Which of the following is the shape of indifference curve for perfect complement? Perfect complement keessatti boyni yookiin shaping indifference curve kan armaan gadi keessaa kam ta'edha. So that should be C, right angles. Means that for perfect complement, the indifference curve take shape of right angles, indicating that goods are consumed in fixed proportions. Question number 61. What does the vertical intersect of budget line represent that can be purchased? Intercepting dhaabbata sarara baajetaa kan ibsamu yookiin kan bitamu danda'u maal bakka bu'a jedha. So that should be B, the maximum amount of goodwill. Means that the vertical intercept of budget line represents the maximum amount of goodwill that can be purchased when all consumer income is spent on goodwill. Question number 62. Which of the following is the effect on budget line if price of both goods and goods increase? Gaaf jaatam lamaffaan gatiin meeshaalee lamaanii yoo kan dabale ta'e dhiibbaan sarara baajetaa irratti qabu kan armaan gadii keessaa isa kam jedha. So that should be A, it shifted to the left. Means that if the price of both goods increase, the budget line shifts to left, indicating the consumer can now afford less of both goods. Question number 63. What happens to budget line if the price of one good is decreased? Gatiin meeshaalee tokko yoo ka hir'atu ta'e sararri baajataa maal ta'a jedha. So that should be D, it becomes flatter. Means that if the price of one good is decreased, the budget line becomes flatter, indicating that consumer can now afford more of cheaper goods. Question number 64. What happens to budget line if consumer income increase? Gaafi jaatamii arfafaan galiin fayyadamaa yoo dabale sararri baajataa maal ta'a jedha. So that should be B, it shifted to the right. Means that if the consumer income increase, the budget line shifts to the right, indicating the consumer can now afford more of both goods. Question number 65. What does horizontal intersect of budget line represent can be purchased? Gaafi jaatamii shanaffaan intercept horizontal intercept kan jennu sarara baajetaa kan ittiin bitamuu danda'u maal bakka bu'a jedha. So that should be A, the maximum amount of good X. Means that the horizontal intercept of budget line represent the maximum amount of good X that can be purchased when all consumer income is spent on good X. Question number 66. What does the parallel shift of budget line indicate? Jijjiiramni wal fakkaataan sarara baajetaa kan jiraatu ta'e kun maal agarsiisadha. So that should be B, a change in consumer income. Means that a parallel shift of budget line indicates change in consumer income, and an increase in income shift budget line into right, while decrease shift is to the left. Question number 67. What does the long run refers to in economics? Gaafi jaatamii torbaffaan dinagdee keessatti yeroo dheeraan maal agarsiiseedha. So that should be C, a period in which all input are variable. Means that the long run is a period sufficient for all inputs to be a variable, meaning a firm can be changed the quantity of all inputs. Question number 68. Which of the following is formula of average of product? Formula oomisha kan armaan gadii keessa formula oomisha jiddu galeessa kan jennuun isa kam jedha. So that should be C, average product is equal to total product divided by it is a quantity. Means that the average product is calculated by dividing the total product by quantity variable inputs. Question number 69. In the short run, which type of cost remain constant. Yeroo gabaabaa keessatti gosti baasii kamtu dhaabbataa ta'ee hafaadha. So that should be fixed cost. Means that in short run, fixed cost remain constant regardless the level of output. Question number 70. What does the positively sloped angle curve indicate? Curve angle can gara positive qaxxaamuree jiru maal agarsiisadha? So that should be a superior goods. Means that a positively sloped angle curve indicates normal or superior goods, meaning more goods are purchased at high level of income. Question number 71. What happens to price consumption curve if price of good increase? Gatiin meeshaa tokko yoo kan dabalu ta'e karbiin fayyadamaa gatii maal ta'a jedha. So that should be D. The price consumption curve rotate around vertical intercept. If the price of good increase, the price consumption curve rotates around the vertical intercept of budget line. Question number 72. What happens to consumer purchasing power when price of commodity decrease? Gaafii 72 gatiin meeshaa tokko yeroo hir'atu humni bittaa fayyadamaa maal ta'a jedha. So the answer should be A, it increases. Means that when price of commodity decrease, consumer purchasing power increase, allowing them to buy more goods and service. Question number 73. What happens to marginal product when it reaches its maximum? Oomishni marginal yeroo ol ka'insa isaa irra ga'u maal ta'edha? So that should be B, it starts to decline. Once marginal product reaches its maximum, it begins to decline due to law of diminishing returns. Question number 74. Which of the following is fixed input in a short run? Kanneen armaan gadii keessa yeroo gabaabaa keessatti galtee dhaabbataa kan ta'e isa kam jedha? So that should be C, machinery. Means that machinery is typically considered a fixed input in short run because its quantity cannot be easily adjusted. Question number 75. What is the formula of marginal product? Gaafii 75 formula marginal product kan ta'e isa kam jedha? So that it should be B, marginal product is equal to the change in total product divided by total of the quantity. Change of total quantity. Means that marginal product is the change in total product resulted from addition of one more unit of a variable input. Question number 76. Which of the following is example of variable input? Gaafii 76 kanneen armaan gadii keessa fakkeenya galtee jijjiiramaa kan ta'e isa kam jedha? So that should be C, unskilled labor. Means that variable input such as unskilled labor can be quickly adjusted to respond to change in input output. Question number 77. What happens when variable input is too small to efficient run in a fixed input? Galteen jijjiiramaa yeroo baay'ee xiqqaa ta'e galtee dhaabbataa ga'umsa hojjechisuuf maaltu ta'edha? So that should be D, the fixed input is underutilized. Means that when variable input is too small, fixed input is underutilized, leading to inefficiency. Question number 78. Which of the following stage of production is efficient and preferable? Gaafii 77 sadarkaan oomisha armaan gadii keessa isa kamtu ga'umsaa fi filatamaadha? So that should be B, stage 2. Means that stage 2 is efficient and preferable stage of production as additional input contribute positively to the total product and the marginal product of variable input is declining but positive. Question number 79. What happens to total product curve when number of workers exceed the optimal level or L3? Lakkoofsa hojjettootaa sadarkaa sirrii yookiin levelii sadaffaa yeroo caalu karbiin oomisha waliigalaa maal ta'a jedha? So that should be C, the total product curve is decline. Means that when the number of workers exceeds the optimal level, the total product curve decline due to overcrowded and unaffordable working condition. Question number 80. when marginal product curve is 0, what is the state of total product curve? Yeroo curvein oomisha marginal product 0 ta'u haalli curvein total product ammoo maal ta'edha? So that should be total product is at its maximum. Means that when marginal curve product is 0, the total product curve is at its maximum, indicating no additional output is gained by adding more labor. Question number 81. What type of isoquant assumes limited substitution between input? Gosti isoquanti akkamitu galteewwan jidduutti bakka bu'insa daangeffame fudhatadha. So that should be C kinid isoquant. Means that kinid isoquant assume limited substitution between input with substitution possible only at a specific point. Question number 82. When isoquants are linear, what does it indicate about labor and capital? Gaaf sadeeta milaffaan yeroo isoquant linear ta'u waa'een humna namaa fi capitalaa maal agarsiisadha yookiin maal ta'edha? So that should be they are perfect substitutions. Linear isoquant indicates that labor and capital can be substituted for each other perfectly. Question number 83. Which of the following is not property of isoquant? Gaaf sadeetam sarafaan kan armaan gadii keessaa amala isoquant kan hin taane yookiin property isoquant kan hin taane kamidha? So that should be C. They can be thick. Isoquant must be thin, not thick, to ensure efficiency at every point on a curve. Question number 84. What shape do isoquant take when input are perfect complement? Yeroo galteen yookiin inputin perfect complement ta'u shaping isoquant maal ta'edha? So that should be L-shaped. Means that when input are perfect complement shape isoquant are L-shaped, indicating no sustainability between input. Question number 85. What does the term capital intensive refers to? Jechi yookiin term capital intensive in maal agarsiisadha? So that should be A. The production process that uses more labor than a capital. Means that capital intensive refers to production process that depend on more capital than labor. Question number 86. Why does marginal rates total substitution decrease as more labor is used in place of capital? Gaafii sadeetamii jaffaan bakka capital humni namaa baay'ee waa fayyadamusti marginal rate total substitution maaliif hir'atadha? So that should be D. Law of diminishing marginal returns. Rate is decreased because of the law of diminishing marginal unit returns, which states that productivity of additional unit input decrease as quantity of input increase. Question number 87. What is indicated by point below lower rigid line on isoquant map? Gaaf sadeetam taraffaan kaartaa isoquant irratti qabxiileen sarara rigid line kan jennuun gaditti kan jalatti kan mul'atan maal agarsiisuudha? Maaliif agarsiifamaniidha? So that should be D. ML is negative. Means that point below low rigid line implies that marginal product of labor is a negative. Question number 88. Which of the following characteristics of smooth convex isoquant? Gaaf sadeetam sadeettaffaan kan armaan gadii keessaa amala isoquantii sirrii fi convexity ta'e isa kamidha? So that should be B. Decreasing MRTS. Means that in a smooth and convex isoquant has decreased MRT as we move from the top to bottom along isoquant. Question number 89. What type of line represents the product line with variable input? Gaaf sadeetamii salgaffaan sarara gosa akkamii sarara oomisha galtee jijjiiramaa qabu kan bakka bu'u sarara akkamiitidha? So that should be A. Straight line through the origin. Means that the product line represents variable input is the straight line through origin, indicating that both factors can vary. Question number 90. Which of the following region of production is considered that efficient? Gaafsa galtafaan naannoowwan oomisha armaan gadii keessaa isa kamtu ga'umsa qaba jedhamee fudhatamadha. So that should be A, inside the rigid lines. Means that the efficient region of production is inside the rigid lines where the marginal product of factors are positive but decreasing. Question number 91. What is indicated by point above the upper rigid line on the isoquant? Kaartaa isoquant irratti qabxileen sarara rigid gubbaa olitti mul'atu maal agarsiifamadha. So that should be D. Marginal product of capital is negative. Means that point above the upper rigid line implies that marginal product of capital is negative. Question number 92. What does it mean if the degree of homogeneity is less than 1? Gaafsa galtamii lamaffaan sarara wal fakkeenya tokko gadi yoo ta'e kun maal jechuudha? So that should be B, decreasing return to the scale. Means that if the homogeneity is less than 1, the production fraction exhibit decreasing return to the scale, and if homogeneity is equal to 1, we have constant return to the scale, and if homogeneity is greater than 1, increasing return to the scale. Question number 93. What is the goal of firm in context of optimal input combination? Gaafii 93 haala kaayyoo firmii keessatti yookiin kontekstii combination input keessatti galmi dhaabbatichaa maal jedha? So that should be C, maximum profit, maximizing profit. Means that the goal of firm is to maximize profit, which is the difference between revenue and the cost. Question number 94. What does point of tangency between isoquant and in cost line represent? Gaafii 94 qabxiin tangency sarara isoquant fi isocost jidduutti jiru maal bakka bu'a jedha? So that should be D, the optimum combination of input. Means that the point of tangency represents the optimum combination of inputs that minimize cost for a given level of output. Question number 95. If an isoquant is concave to the origin, what is the solution that it imply? Gaafii 95 yeroo isoquantiin tokko ka'umsatti concave ta'e gosa furmaata akkamii agarsiisadha? So that should be B, corner solution. Means that concave isoquant imply corner solution where the firm would be used only one input. Question number 96. In the context of cost minimization, what does Langer method help to find? Gaafii 96 haala baasii xiqqeessuu keessatti mala Langer maal argachuuf gargaaradha? So that should be D, the minimum cost output. Means that the Langer method is used to find minimum cost of production a given level of output. Question number 97. What shape does the long run total cost curve generally assume? Curvein baasii waliigalaa yeroo dheeraa akka waliigalaatti boca akkamii qabaatadha? So that should be C, inverse S-shaped. The long run total cost curve generally assume an inverse S-shape due to increasing constant and decreasing return to the scale at a different level of output. Question number 98. Which of the following method is used to solve optimization problem in production analysis? Gaafii 98 xiinxala oomishaa keessatti rakkoo optimization furuuf maloota armaan gadii keessaa isa kan fayyadamnedha? So that should be B, Langer multiplier method. Means that the Langer multiplier method is used to solve optimization problem by maximizing or minimizing the objective function subject to a constraint. Question number 99. What is the purpose of using Langerian method in context of input combination? Gaafii 99 kaayyoon mala Lagrange haala input galtee tokko keessatti ittiin fayyadamnu maal jedha? So that should be C, to find optimal input. Means that the Langerian Lagrangian method is used to solve optimization problem, including minimizing cost, maximum output, and finding optimal input combination. Question number 100. Which of the following is a necessary condition for economic efficiency? Gaafii dhibbafaan kan armaan gadii keessaa ga'umsa dinagdeef haalli barbaachisaa ta'e isa kam jedha? So that should be A, technical efficiency. Means that technical efficiency is a necessary condition for economic efficiency, but it is not sufficient by itself. Kanaafuu technical efficiency dinagdee ga'umsa dinagdee tokkoof haala baay'ee barbaachisaadha, garuu kophaa isaa gahaa miti jechuudha. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment Aliyi Science YouTube channel. Video ko waan dhaggeeffataniif guddaa galatooma. Garuu wanti isin dagachuun qabne maalidha? Like, subscribe, share, comment gochuun dagatina. Gaafa like, subscribe gootan wanta gadi lakkisu dafee waan isin bira ga'uuf like, subscribe gochuun akkasuma hiriyoota keessaniifis share gochuun dagatina. Yeroo itti aanu basic economics irraa boqonnaa 4 hanga 6 irraa gaafilee qormaataa 100 keessaa cuunfee qo'isanii qopheessu ta'a. Boqonnaa 4 haga 6 kan jiran keessaa wal qabee boqonnaa gaafilee 100 qabadhe dhufutti yeroo gaarii sinaa ta'u galatooma. Thank you. If you have any question or suggestion or comment, please write it in the comment until I come back with next video from unit 4 to unit 6 100 exam question with answer. Thank you. Welcome back again.